Hello and welcome back. Hope you're good, doing well, guys. And I hope that sound is there. I hope that you guys are having sound on your end. Okay, so let's start. This is weekly market outlook for upcoming week. So we had big news event last week, but we haven't seen movement because of those events, and we saw movements on Donald Trump comments related to the tariffs. Right, so let's look at this. What news events we are having next week? So we are having ISM manufacturing and JOLTS job opening and ISM services PMI data, non-farm payroll, and on Thursday, rate decision from Bank of England. And then on Friday, we're going to have non-farm payroll. All right, so let's go and look at the charts. So I'm gonna look at the charts quickly. All right. So dollar index. All right. So dollar index, we still can see simply another leg higher. Okay, one more push up is possible. And last week we were expecting it to go down during the ECB rate decision. We saw a move, but then we didn't see continuation. All right. So there is a possibility for dollar index to keep pushing higher all the way back to this top. All right. And another leg higher. It can break through that top, can test that top, and then again we can start looking for it to go down. So next week we can expect dollar index to continue to keep pushing back to the previous top. All right, like this, and then again we're gonna start looking for it to stop falling from the top. All right, and on dollar CAD. Dollar CAD is already at the top. We got the tariffs on Canada. We are having a trade war at the moment between the US and Canada. All right. And we got movement last week on the CAD for both side up and down. All right. And we are close to the weekly high, which is at 147. All right. 147. And we hit that two time and we are hitting that third time as well. So 147 is being tagged, so we are looking for it to hold that 147 area and then start falling from the 147 area. So far it's holding, it's being sold aggressively, all right, but these Trump tariffs are causing it to not reverse, all right. So yeah, but as mentioned previously, you're searching these aggressive sells, all right. And when market gonna open, price is struggling to close above for 145 area, right? And then you are, when market gonna open, you are looking for this trade first all the way up to 42 42 areas. Okay, so it's at a new high now, right? And you're looking it to draw from that new high from this 4-hour time frame. I mean, this daily time frame is new high, so looking it to drop. And euro dollar, okay, so we can go down for another leg lower all the way back to this previous low or new low is possible. So this correction which is just We were expecting it to go higher last week. Yeah, we got the small move, but we didn't see continuation. Then we dropped bang. Donald Trump came and said that he gonna impose tariffs on the Canada and on the Europe as well. Yeah, so that's the main reason Europe Euro went under pressure. All right, so we may see this one more leg lower all the way back to this previous low or maybe new low, and then we're gonna look for it to reverse again for upside. Okay, so pound dollar gonna be better for short as it compared to the others. All right, we're having Bank of Canada rate decision next week, and this is the bigger picture. All right, for our time frame, longer term go back up, but short term one more leg lower. This sideways for our time frame correction within that box that to break down tag this low. Give one more leg to appear over there. All right, so one more leg to appear over there. Yeah, so one more leg to appear over there on the pound dollar, and this to drop for another leg lower back to that low. Okay, so one second, guys. Okay, so quickly I'm gonna start it again. All right, so dollar index. Okay, so dollar index to one more leg higher. Okay, one more leg dollar index higher and dollar CAD to go down from the high. All right, from the high to go down, and euro dollar one more leg lower. Okay, one more leg lower all the way to this previous low. We are having that correction, right? This correction, which is just already, it's already down, all right? And if price is visiting back within these areas, then you're looking at to just continue to keep dragging lower to this previous low. Pound dollar going to be much better chart as it compared to the others for another dollar leg, all right? So we are having this wedge or channel, the falling channel, all right? And on 4 hour time frame, we are still expecting it to go down for another leg. All right, this one more leg lower to appear over there for downside. Pound dollar and Australian dollar also one more leg lower to appear. Okay, longer term downtrend. So it's struggling for upside. All right, one more leg to appear over there. Very much similar like others. Okay, so tag these lows and then or new lows to form, and then again start looking for it to. Okay, so you're selling these two currencies, the Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar, at floor for short. Make sure you understand that you're not selling them for longer term, right? You're selling them at for short term and selling them at the bottom. So make sure you know your risk, all right? And always use stop loss. Don't sell them at the bottom without stop loss, because if they reverse, they can reverse big and you can end up losing. much, you know, bigger amount of money as you initially planned to take that trade to the downside. All right, so use stop loss. All right, these are short-term trades. Gold. All right, so gold was a very good move. We saw that on gold. Gold was uh, heading towards that 2800. All right, so broke through 2800, but close below 2800. All right, so we are having similar formation, the formation we had previously. Okay, the bigger we are, we found. I told you last week that it can break through that previous top, may not hold. All right, so it broke through and went above 2800. All right, so there is very, a high probability that gold easily going to go above, and tag that 2850. It has already tagged 2817. All right, so 2815 is not much far away. Or even as said that we are expecting it to go to 3000. All right, so 3000 is also not far away, but we are at the new high. All right, so you should expect some kind of reaction over there. All right, and if that reaction gets bigger, then we may fall from that new high to all the way up to this previous low 20, which is 2500. All right, so buying at new high always carry risk. All right, I mean, you don't know either it is going to continue the trend or it is going to fall further like lower like that. Okay, so on lower time frame it's pushing higher, the trend is still intact. Yeah, so the trend which I was saying to you guys from here, that you're looking it to continue the trend for upside. All right, within these areas, these pullbacks. All right, these pullbacks, you're looking for it to continue the trend. So the trend was nice. All right, and from these areas, and we are still within that trend. Okay, we are not having any reversal sign yet. Okay, so we may see another pullback very much similar like these previous corrections. All right, and price again can break out and can continue. Okay, so break through this trend line will push it back to the low. All right, we'll push that back to the low, and again you will start looking for buy from these lows. All right, so another correction, yeah, and that correction to push and continue the trend. So far from the current price, we're expecting it to at least tag 2850. All right, and continue the trend intact for upside. That's the gold. Okay, and silver. We are still expecting silver to continue to keep pushing more higher. All right, but on the currencies, I have shown you another leg lower. Okay, if we see that the currencies are going to get down for another leg, testing the new lows, or we are going to see another leg higher on dollar index. Okay, then we may not see this move. We may not see this move. All right. Okay, then what we're gonna have another leg lower back to this low, right? Back to this low or maybe new low, and then again we can expect it to continue to keep pushing more higher. So this is our basically structure right now. All right, gold gone beyond that previous high. Okay, and silver is slowly trying to catch up that. We are sticking to that. We are sticking silver to catch up the gold rather than going back to the previous low. Okay, when you should stop looking for this leg lower. Okay, when you see that the copper is also heading for the next leg lower, then you start looking for the one more leg lower. Okay, so copper is also started to struggle. Copper can go down, very much similar like other currencies. All right, like this. All right, so if copper goes down for the floor, that means that means we are. All right, so if this goes down, all right, then we're not going to have another leg higher on silver. Okay, so keep that risk into your mind before you start looking for copper, for silver for buy. All right. Okay, so far the trend to stay intact, the current trend. Okay, but that trend break down and can fall down. Right, this trend. All right, so this trend which is just emerging over there. Right, this trend we can see there. So another push, lower, slightly lower push. Okay, and moving average to come here, price to hold and continue to continue the trend to intact. Okay, so copper can draw for another leg lower. All right, so we may see copper to fall for another leg lower back to that low. That's copper chart. All right, and there you got the dollar sheaf. All right, so dollar sheaf can go back up. Last week, as said that we were expecting it to go down during the ECB rate decision. Okay, but Trump came and changed everything. All right. So dollar chief is already pushing higher. Okay, so we can climb up to that high or new high as possible, and then again start looking for this to continue to keep. I mean this current trend. Okay, this current trend 4 hour time frame correction, box correction, which is very much similar like others, that can continue to keep the trend intact for upside. All right, so pound CAD. Okay, so when pound CAD hit that top, start looking for this to to drop, right? From current price, it's not okay. I mean, breakdown gonna be too late. You're expecting it to slightly push more higher, and hit that high, all right? And you start looking for this move. We're having a Bank of England rate decision. If you see another leg lower on the pound, all right, you're gonna have that one more drop as well. Okay, so pound New Zealand dollar to go down to. All right, so these tops to hold, and we are having Bank of England rate the CN. During that rate the CN, you're expecting pound to get weaker this low or all the way to that low. So pound Australian dollar, very much similar. Okay, so pound to fall. We are having a Bank of England rate the CN next week. All right, and they can. And remember, European still hasn't have European still have not faced the Trump tariff. All right, and Trump said that he's ready to impose tax on Europeans, so their currencies are still strong. So we may see, impact of that in coming days, like we saw, Canadian dollar and on Mexican and Chinese, those currencies dropped. So they can drop too, right, on their turn. Uh, let's see the European turn. So one more leg lower, all right, so slightly hold that high, okay, hold that high for our time frame high and drop. Euro Australian dollar also to drop from that top, all right. So it's simply holding that high. And I'm gonna drop there. Okay, you're expecting it to hold that high and go down. All right, these moves you're expecting from that high. All right, so Euro Australian dollar, Euro New Zealand dollar is also same. All right, so yeah, the trade is already, trade setup is already placed on that. So same trade, still the same trade. All right, price to slightly push more higher. Okay, so test that top, and you're looking it to go down. Okay, so the same trade and breakdown and continue to keep falling towards that. And Uzi Chief to go down too, all right? So Uzi Chief to drop. Last week we were expecting it to go higher, but this week we're expecting it to tag the floor. All right, so this, let me pull out this, right, these tops to hold and short them to this low all the way back to that previous low. So that's the Uzi Chief, okay, and the Kiwi Chief also same. Slightly a different view on these two. They should go towards the opposite side, all right? We are expecting euro and pound to fall against the risk-on currencies, Kiwi, Uzi, all right? If they fall there, okay, we're not gonna get drop on these two, so they're gonna go to the opposite, the upside, all right? But they are really slow going opposite for upside, okay? So you're looking them I mean, short them to the downside. All right, so Euro Chief also struggling, so Euro Chief to visit the lows. All right, and these lows. All right, these areas, these lows. So Kiwi Cat to go for another leg lower. All right, so this is what we are expecting. Another leg lower for hold that top, okay, and draw for another leg lower back to this low. Visit that low. Uzi Cat also visits to the downside. Okay, one more leg lower, similar like Kiwi Cat. So euro pound, right? So euro pound to fall. So we were expecting it to fall. Yeah, if you remember in the live stream, I said that pound shift was falling. We expect it to continue to keep dragging lower. So yeah, continue to keep dragging lower. All right, this correction to just keep falling. All right. So Bank of England rate the CN. All right. And this is the opposite. I mean, we're expecting pound to drop, all right? And yeah, so yeah, this is not what we are looking at the moment. So you continue to keep falling, all right? And the pound chief also went higher. So once price goes slightly down, okay, then you are start looking for this move. This, I mean, within these areas, or if it tests the floor, start looking for buy. Pound chief drop. All right, so slightly push up, and then you're looking at to drop or break down. Chief yen, okay, so yen is gaining, all right, not gaining as we were expecting it to gain, all right, because of the Bank of Japan interest rate hike. Okay, so but still okay, still it's going down. We are having another correction. Let me pull out the moving averages. Okay, so simply right, so right now seems correction is on 1 hour time frame, but 1 hour time frame correction is not good enough. Yeah, we can see that the price is coming towards the moving averages. All right, so this is not a good place to go for a short. So we may see a deeper pullback, deeper correction on the chief yen. All right, so slight more up. All right, slightly more up. Price slightly can go more up before we're gonna get a drop. So you're looking for this move or all the way to this area. All right, and this low or all the way to that low. So price slightly can push further up. All right, so price slightly can push further up before we're gonna have another leg lower. So you're expecting it to retrace somewhere within these areas before you start looking for it to go down. Yeah, so very much similar on others. So setup is very much similar on other yen pairs. All right, so same on the chief euro yen. Go down this correction to this low or all the way to that low. Okay, so these areas you're expecting to hold. And in worst case scenario, what we can see is that the price can pull 100% tracement, all right, and can again struggle over there. So then you're expecting it to drop from. The correction is just developing over there, so which can get slightly bigger. All right, so same goes with the euro yen, pound yen. Right, these are the targets. Okay, so pound yen to continue to keep falling. Okay, so this is what you're expecting. All right, so pound yen and dollar yen. Dollar yen is dollar yen is falling, all right. Dollar yen is falling, going down. So we were expecting another leg higher, all right. And last week we were expecting it to hold that, all right, and it held and pushing higher. So you are expecting it to continue to keep pushing higher and then again draw from that top. Okay, so push, hold, and then again this leg which is just appearing over there. Okay, so still expecting it to go down this, right, and stay below those moving averages, 4-hour moving averages. CAD yen also similar, already went down. Okay, we are expecting CAD yen to continue its bearish trend all the way to these areas, these targets. All right, so correction is appearing over there. All right, correction to all the way to the high to continue to you know expanding to this previous top, and then you're looking for that to drop from there. All right, so CAD yen, Aussie yen. Aussie yen is already at the floor, so it's not a best currency at the best pair at the moment to chase. But yes, it's more bearish than the others. All right. So if you still want to trade, then you're watching this correction. All right. It's just appearing over there. These are the targets. All right. So the current correction is just appearing over that to hold. The Kiwi yen is also very much similar. I'm gonna remove that. Right, so correction is just developing over there and breakdown. All right, breakdown and continue following that correction. We're in a big sideways on these pairs. Okay, and on Chinese yuan, okay, so Chinese yuan is going back up again. Go and start resisting from that. Okay, and then again give us a sell opportunity. Hold that 7.36. All right, so hold that 7.36. All right, and let's look at the others. So the BTC. Okay, so Bitcoin to continue to keep dragging lower. So we are holding top on Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is holding top, and as we were expecting it to hold, it was holding. We didn't see breakout. Okay, and there is a very good chance that it can continue to keep falling all the way to the 88 mark before we're gonna have a buy opportunity on it. So the drop is coming over there, yeah, from that high. Okay, so what we may see a correction over there, and then again we can see break down to this previous low, and then again if it hit these areas, then you're expecting a buy opportunity over there for upside. Okay, we may see this leg lower, like very much similar like that. Yeah, so also one more leg lower to the previous 88 mark, and then you're expecting it to go back up. So Ethereum is also very much similar, right? Ethereum is not catching up on the daily chart, so you are looking for Ethereum to hold that floor. All right, so Ethereum to hold and Ethereum to go back up. Give us that move, guys. That move. So it's not. Uh, I mean, since we are having Solana, so Ethereum is more slow, right? More slow for upside. I mean, or we can say that the correlation is slightly down with the BTC. BTC at the top, and on the other hand, the Ethereum is at the floor. So what you're expecting Ethereum to do is to just simply hold these areas, okay, and hold these areas and bounce off from these areas. Yeah, and this leg to appear over there. Yeah, so this leg to appear over there, the Ethereum. And the Solana. Let's go to the Solana first. And then we're gonna get back to the commodity equities. Okay, so Solana, we were expecting Solana to go higher from there. These big coins, they did really well from that lows, all right. Took time, but we got the move. Hang on. So what we're expecting now is that current price, all right. We are very much behaving very much similar manner the way we are having on the 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 BTC, all right. So it's doing the way Bitcoin is doing right now. If I'm gonna remove these arrows, all right, so that we can see a bit clear picture. All right, so we saw new high on the Solana. Okay, so what we can expect from the current is very much similar like I have shown you on the BTC, all right? So this is also doing similar. Let me remove these horizontal rays and then okay, so what come and hold these areas. come and hold these support areas and then go back up. Continue and hold these areas, don't break down. Okay, so when you are looking for buy at these areas, make sure don't just simply jump in when price hit these areas. Let the price hold. Let the price not to break down. Okay, all right. So once price hold those areas, then you are interested to have a buy positions over there. All right. And the good thing is that track prices on all at once. If you see that the Bitcoin hitting and pushing up, holding the 8,800, 88,000, all right, and then you're interested to have a buy positions on these Solana and Ethereum. If one goes down, continue to keep falling, all right, so you won't see a buy on the other. So you have to have upside on the others at the same time, all right. Okay, so what I mean to say, if you see that the BDC pushing from the 88,000, it's okay to go and look for a buy opportunity on the Solana and Ethereum. If BDC break down, right, you won't get a buy on these. They're gonna extend more lower. And the other thing is that make sure when you're buying them, these coins, all right, at such levels, such areas, such prices, all right. So always use stop loss. Don't buy them these coins without stop loss, all right. We don't know when they can go down for a big time like this, all right. So you never know. Okay, you never know when they start falling for a big time. So you look in trending, move for another leg higher, right? Always use your stop, right? In case if it did drop, all right, you are not in a big water. So use stop, okay. All right, so BNB is also made the move, right? But BNB is also slow. Right, so find a floor within these areas. Yeah, hold these areas and go for another leg higher. Right, so these are the big names, and let's look at the equities. Okay, so we spoke about the Nikkei index last week, all right? The Nikkei index can hold that high, so it held that high. These areas, okay, so slightly went above that. So yeah, the trade you are expecting this to fill, this gap to fill, and in best case scenario, go more lower, all right? Go and visit that low, and then again we'll see either we are going to hold that low or not and going all-time high. So we may see this to drop, all right, like this. Okay, flag is breaking right now. So US 30, right? So US 30 finally made its move, hit the high, hit the previous all-time high. Okay, so we may see another leg lower from that high from 45,000, right? And then price can fall to that low 41,000 or 42,000. So and not you shouldn't expect the trade is just simply gone. If you, I mean, yeah, remember that. Yeah, so we were expecting buy opportunities over there. A very nice leg appeared over there. So we may see, price can resist over there, right? We may see breakthrough, right, and then can fall. So what trade you are looking actually at the moment when market open, right? So short-term buy opportunity within these areas. Look at this short-term buy opportunity, and when price tag that, right? Watch price action. If we see some really aggressive selling, right, then you can expect it to short. Then you can start looking for it to go down. All right, but short-term still bullish. Again, tag the top or five or farm new all-time high. All right, and we are having Nasdaq 100x. Nasdaq 100x is also struggling at that high, right? So Nasdaq 100 index to also do similarly like I have shown on the Nikkei index. All right. So short term, we are back at the close to all-time high. Okay, make sure you understand that what you're doing here with this chart. All right. So this one more lag, and then again continue the trend. We may not see that move. All right. So make sure. I mean, you when you know. Uh, I mean, the move is not confirmed yet, all right? This one more leg lower. We don't have any indication for this next leg lower yet, all right? But as we can see that the Trump is, imposing tariffs, all right? Those tariffs can still drive the equities lower, like, you know, tech stock is still struggling, all right? And if tech stock still keeps struggling, so we easily can see this one more leg lower. We saw Nvidia dropped again on Friday. All right. So Nasdaq 100 index hasn't dropped yet, so we still may see one more leg lower back to this low. All right. And again, we see this, I mean lows again, okay, then buying. All right. So S&P 500 very much similar. Okay, we can see one more leg lower on them. Right? They can drop and test that low, similar like the Nasdaq 100 index. So US Russell is lagging, all right. Then the others, all right, the other big names, they are hitting the high, but this is still lagging from that previous top. Okay, so we gonna stay bullish on this. All right, bullish on this. Hold these areas. This move first, okay, and it's best case scenario breakthrough and the whole leg. Yeah. Okay, so if I'm gonna open the US30 daily for 12 hours for better understanding. Okay, so what we saw here, we saw a slow drop. We saw slow, sharp, I mean slow, steady drop to the downside. We saw correction. We saw correction over there. We saw bank drop. We saw bank sharp drop. We recovered. We recovered. We dropped again. We dropped again. All right, a little pullback, then sharp drop, pullback, and then sharp drop. All right, then bang. We saw a big move over there. Okay, we saw a much bigger move over there on the US 30. Again, we tag that top. The leg was much bigger here on the US 30. Okay, but we haven't seen that extension here yet. Okay, this leg. So it means that we can see a catch-up move over here on US Russell 2000. So that's why you're expecting buy opportunities here, right? So for at least this much first within that top. And if it breaks, then continue to keep rising. So a catch-up move to appear over here, yeah? On US Russell 2000. Okay, so we are behind on the small caps. Small caps are still struggling. All right, so I think that's it. Enough. This is what we are having for this week. And I guess oil. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the oil. Okay, so Trump said he's going to impose tariffs on oil on 18th of February. Okay, but we saw that the Canada is retaliating, so it's simply a bullish story on the oil. Okay, and oil still can go back up. Okay, oil can go back up. So let's just, all right. So you are expecting oil to go back up rather than going down. So these areas to hold. All right, so if I'm gonna look at this rectangle, okay, the current 71 area to hold, and arrow to keep pushing higher. This move, go back again. So the problem with the I mean, if Canada retaliates more aggressively from oil side, all right, from I mean, that then we may see, quick bullish move over there. So far, Canadian they retaliated, but they haven't retaliated, you know, really badly yet, all right? Mm, so, so Justin Trudeau said that he gonna impose, tariffs on oil, after 21 days. He's actually waiting for the 18th of February, how Donald Trump gonna react. Donald Trump said that he gonna impose tariffs on oil and other stuffs on 18th of February. So and Prime Minister Trudeau said that he gonna impose after 21 days means that 18. So we can expect 21st or 22nd of February, all right, from Canadian side, yeah. So simply a bullish story, all right? It's a bullish story, and that like to appear over there. And yes, so if I'm gonna look at the yields, all right. So yields, if if we if we see further downside on yield, all right. So here at this yield on UK two year bond yield. Okay, so if we see further downside on this, then we can see drop on the US 2-year yield as well. So this can let me explain in a different way. Okay, so that's the US 2-year yield. Let's remove that. Okay, let's go there and check what's their target. All right, what they're saying that they're gonna cut the rate, and they're gonna cut from 475 to 450. All right, 450. All right, and after cutting to 450, how this 450 is here, all right? 450 is here. 450 is here. So they're gonna bring it down from 475, which is slightly above that too, 450. All right. So the 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 market is pricing further rate cuts. All right. So we clearly can see that it is at 421 right now. 421. All right, and easily on that cut, right, on that cut from 475 to 450, it can easily go to 4%. All right, so if it goes to 4%, this is going to be a lead that the yields are on the other bonds also gonna drop, right, and then we may expect drop here as well towards 4%. All right. I mean, if markets start pricing in more rate cuts on from UK, right, from Bank of England, right, that can drive the other yields as well to the downside. Okay, so drop here gonna put pressure on the Fed to start thinking about the rate cut. They are not cutting because they are watching how tariffs gonna have impact on prices. All right, so my point is that the falling 2-year yield on pound, on GB, and on US, okay, we're also going to have a big pressure on the US 10-year yield. All right. And then we can expect this move to happen over there, right? This whole up to 410, this whole move to happen. So once that move gonna happen, you're gonna have dollar move, right? So dollar gonna go down then, okay, and you're gonna have a buying opportunity on the T-bond features. All right, so this buy opportunity. Okay, so this is a longer term buy opportunity. So you're looking for that, all right? And then on your lower time frame, you're expecting these corrections to break and continue the trend. All right, this trend to intact and these lows to hold. Another leg, correct, another leg, correct, another leg. All right, so buy gonna be on T-bond features. Okay, and on Nvidia is still bullish. Nvidia is under pressure. Okay, but we are still bullish on the Nvidia and Nvidia to go higher for another leg. Okay, so hold that. These lows. These will go back up. Go back, go all the way back to that previous high. Okay, so 1 hour time frame. Hold these lows. So you're looking for these short-term trades first, all right? These trades, these are your target. And in best case scenario, you're looking for it to go back up. All right, so these are the targets, this target, and all the way to continue to keep pushing more higher. So Nvidia is still bullish. You're still expecting it to go back up. All right, so Apple, Apple also continue the trend. All right, so Apple slightly dragged on Friday, so hold these areas. We're expecting this to continue to keep pushing more higher, all right? But hold these lows and then find its all-time high. Microsoft. Okay, so Microsoft is also struggling, so we are still expecting it to go and find its top. Go back up, all right? This move. All right, so go and find that top. Google is just gone, all right? So Google, nothing is there on the Google. Okay, Amazon also gone, so nothing is there on the Amazon. All right, AMD is going down. AMD is supposed to rise, all right? So AMD is struggling. AMD is not doing as it's supposed to do. Right? Previously, we were expecting it to rise from there, and we had a decent run on it. Okay, and all right, decent run we had over there. This time it's going down, all right, and I still see this a buy opportunity, all right, and it's trying to find its floor somewhere, all right, but floor is still not there yet, all right, but you are expecting it to stop pushing higher, all right, and go towards their all-time high. Okay, so AMD to also find its floor. Tesla, Tesla did great, all right. Tesla did great. Tesla went higher. Remember, we were expecting it to go higher from here, these areas. That was a big move, by the way. Okay, so what you can expect now from Tesla, all right. So short-term bullish, all right. Short-term bullish, back to that high, and these trend to hold. So these trends to hold and go back up. Okay, one more bullish leg to appear on Tesla. All right, so any other assets which you want me to look at? Yeah, I have done looking at the charts. All right, so if anyone else, any chart, any other chart you want me to look at that. Okay, so let's just finish here. Okay, and we'll be live during the week. Hopefully, you guys will turn up, all right, and we'll trade during the week. So have a good day. Enjoy your day. We'll see you back into the live stream.